Guys, so we're going to be talking about medians and altitudes and how to distinguish between the two. So we already did angle bisectors and perpendicular bisectors, but your notes today are going to be on section 5.2, medians and altitudes, and that concludes all four different types of bisectors. So if we're going back to what a perpendicular bisector is, it's kind of important to remember that it creates a 90-degree angle and it takes that segment across from the angle and it makes it congruent, kind of like this angle ABC here. And why is that important? Because look at the definition of median. Median cuts the other side in half, so this side is a median. But look at the definition of an altitude. An altitude makes 90, so if a median cuts it in half, that's number 3. Number 1, angle bisector. Number 2, perpendicular bisector. Number 3 is a median. If a median cuts the side in half, has nothing to do with the angle. And we even get this weird shape. See how this one kind of still cuts it weirdly right over here. But the altitude, look at the definition of the fourth one. The fourth one is called an altitude. And that only makes a 90-degree angle. So if you look, perpendicular bisectors cut the opposite side in half and make a 90-degree angle. So by definition, isn't a perpendicular bisector just a median and an altitude as a same line? So if a median and altitude ever was the same line, so right here in this shape, the black line is a median, the green line, I'm going to just make it a green line. This green line is an altitude, but sometimes they can both be the same. So look over here, we have a median here. It says BD is a median. So you take 6x plus 3 and set it equal to 7x minus 1. You get x equals 4. That's a 4. When you plug it in, you get 27 and 27. So you can find all the components. Look at this one. This one, that's a median. EF is a median. All these can be equal to each other. You can literally just set any of them equal to each other. So set the x's equal to each other. You solve for x. And then when you get the number value for that, which I believe is 3, you can now plug it in and say 7 times 3 is 21 plus 4 is 25. And then set that equal to 5y, and then y equals 3. Y equals 5. These are all doable things. As you see these shapes, we know how to do midpoint. We know how to set up with the centroid. So these are all solvable problems that we can now do because we know angle bisector, perpendicular bisector, median, altitude, centroid.